According to Julius Caesar and my watch, it's January 2nd, 2023, which means I'm no longer hungover from the amount of tequila that I drank on New Year's Eve. And it also means that I can talk about the amount of money that I made in 2022, and also by the end of the video, I'm going to go over how I plan to make even more money in 2023. What's up, guys? My name's Avery. I'm someone who really likes personal finance as well as investing in real estate and teaching others how to do the same. And in this video, I'm going to go over the three main ways that I actually make money, which would be from real estate income, from my W-2 employed job, as well as social media and all the other subcategories that are associated with it. And come the end of the video, if you stick around, I'm going to go over some of my goals for 2023 and how I plan to make even more money this year. And I'd really appreciate it so you could help me beat that YouTube algorithm if you could scroll down and make that thumbs up button blue before we get started. Getting right into it is my rental income. I own 4 cash flowing rental properties, 3 of them I own outright. 2 of those 3 are long-term rentals, 1 is an Airbnb, and then the 4th one that I own is a 4-unit building that I purchased with partners. And to note, I'm going to purely be talking about gross income in this video. There are taxes, other expenses, and things associated with the things that I'm doing in my business, as well as just having taxes from a general job and putting money into a 401k, or having health benefit expenses and other things like that. First off would be my duplex, and I bought it in March of 2019. This has been a really great asset for me. I actually got it reappraised this year to drop all of the PMI or mortgage insurance, which is associated when you have a property and you put less than 20% down. So that was about $100 a month that I was able to remove. And this property this year got me $58,237. And that comes in the form of 3 different payments. The first would be the second bedroom that is on the lower floor, and I get $2,000 a month from that property. But that tenant only moved in about halfway through the year, and for the first 4 or 5 months of the year, I was getting about $1,800 a month from that unit. And then the second unit, the upstairs 4-bedroom, gets me $2,880 every single month, and that is a Section 8 tenant, so a majority of that income comes direct deposit from the government on the first of the month, which is very awesome. Plus, I also utilize the basement space as a storage area, and the person who rents out that space pays me, I think it's $39.75 a month, maybe $40, but a little bit more money from that every single month as well. And this property on average cash flows around $1,600 a month. I have my $2,700 a month mortgage, plus I'm getting $4,880 a month, and then there's some expenses every month that I want to account for, like fixing leaky toilets, calling a handyman, and other general repairs you might have with a rental property. Next would be my 3-family. I bought this in May of 2020, and my 3-family makes more money than my 2-family from a gross income perspective, but overall from cash flow, it makes less money because I purchased it for more money, so I have a bigger mortgage. For that 1-bedroom, I have $1,800 a month. For the studio, $1,600 a month, and for the unit upstairs, it is $2,000 a month, bringing the total to $5,400 a month. And the total for the year that I made in 2022 on this property was $62,950. And that's because in a few months of 2022, the studio was only $1,550 a month, and then I had a new tenant move in at $1,600 a month, so it bumped up about halfway through the year. Now that property has a $4,000 a month mortgage and also a similar amount of expenses as my duplex, and the cash flow for it is somewhere between $700 to $800 a month. Next would be my Airbnb. I purchased this one in April of 2022 or April of last year, and I did not launch it until June 25th of that same year. And so far it has earned me $27,322.57. Airbnb is interesting like that because of all the fees and other things that it comes out to. Not a nice round number like the other properties do, but it's done pretty well for me so far, and the average cash flow has been between $1,000 and $1,500 every single month, with some months being really high and some months pretty much just breaking even. And I believe this one's going to do a lot better in 2023 because I'm hitting a lot more of the summer months as well as some of those stronger weekends, whereas right now I've hit most of the off season with a majority of my bookings for the Airbnb. And lastly would be my 4-unit building that I purchased in the middle of September of last year, and I bought that with partners, and the property has brought in $12,322.19. I actually don't know how the cents and the not nice number worked out. I'm pretty sure it's because we closed in the middle of the month, so they had to do a prorated amount of rent that we received, and that's the number that we're at, and that will probably steadily go up. Have done virtually nothing to the property because we bought it tenanted, and slowly as people move out and we get more people in, we'll do some renovations, make it nicer, and increase that rent. For total, that is $160,831.76. Cha-ching! That's a really high number, but it's purely just gross income, and I'm hoping to make a lot more of that. But that number right there, even after all mortgages and all expenses, does cover my lifestyle, and all of that real estate does make me financially free. Next, I'm going to talk about my job. This one will be a little bit more straightforward, although I did have 2 jobs in 2022. First, I was working as a data analyst making $90,000 plus a 10% bonus, and then I moved over to product management at a new, smaller insurance company making $120,000 plus a 10% bonus. So for the first roughly 5 months of the year at my data analyst job, I made $37,027 and some odd cents, and for my job that I currently have, I did $75,616, and this again is pre-tax as well as putting money in my 401k, putting money towards health benefits and other benefits that I have to pay for as an employee. So that total is $112,643.83, and I also have not yet received my bonus for 2022. That will be paid out to me in February of 2023, and it kind of sucks when you change a job because they're only going to base my bonus on the amount of money that I earned at the company for that year, and since I only worked there for just over half of the year, my bonus will pretty much be half of what it should be. This income I really like because I take 100% of it, save and invest and buy more real estate and other things that will make me money without having me to trade my time for it. So I don't necessarily need this job, but I like it because I'm still in growth mode and want to continue buying and investing in more real estate so I can make more and more money. The third piece would be social media, and that is a massive umbrella because I make videos here on YouTube in long form, I make short form on TikTok, and I repost those videos to Instagram Reels as well as YouTube Shorts, and started doing Facebook Reels a little bit more recently as well. So all of those platforms will pay me actual video views. So you watching this video right now, you might see an ad in the middle, at the beginning, or the end, and I will get paid a very small percentage. So per 1,000 views, I might get roughly $10 or $12. The finance creator space is the highest amount that you get per 1,000 views, so that's pretty good for the space that I'm in. And then other ways that I might make money from social media could be from brand deals, and those typically happen on TikTok because I have over 340,000 followers there, and sometimes between $2,000 and $3,500 is what I would be paid for a specific post from a brand. So they'd reach out to me, I'd make a positive video about their brand saying why I would use their services, and I don't say yes to everyone because I get a lot of these, and a lot of the brands that reach out are not great. I don't want to just shell out for a bunch of money. I only want to talk about brands that I think are actually useful for the people watching out there. But that is probably a majority of the money comes from those brand deals because that's a pretty high dollar amount. And then the last piece would be because I have a rental property mentorship program. And if you're interested in that, it's all about buying your first real estate investment, usually through house hacking, but some other people in the mentorship program, which are 12 of us now, are just buying it as a straight up investment. And if you want to learn more, check out the link down below and you can book a call with me and we can talk about how it could work for you to be part of that program. That's also a pretty decent chunk, definitely not nearly as much as I make everywhere else or in my rental property business. And that's pretty much what comprises of all of the money that I make through social media. So to go over all of those areas in YouTube, I did $661.32, which is really low considering the first month I was ever monetized on YouTube, I made over $400. But I don't get nearly as many views on this channel, still posting once a week, still pushing through doing this so that the people who are actually watching still get value, and hopefully they do. And for TikTok, I made $905.07 on views. I don't actually know how many views on TikTok, definitely multiple millions, probably at least 10 million, or actually probably a lot more than that because I had one video that did 3 million. Instagram Reels, I did $757.89, which is pretty cool for just reposting the same stuff that's on TikTok as well as on YouTube Shorts. For my actual coaching business, which purely comes from my mentorship, and I also do one-on-one coaching calls, that was $8,998.72. And then for the brand deal stuff, that is the biggest number, that was $36,423, which is very cool. And that also includes a couple of affiliate links that I have out there. So right where I'm at with that amount of money that I'm making from social media, I'm pretty close to creating more of a corporate entity structure that my accountant talked a little bit about, where I can basically pay myself through the S-Corp or whatever it might be, put it into a 401k and then save a lot on tax. But because of how it's set up right now, just a sole proprietor, I will probably be paying roughly a 40% tax on all of that money. Although on December 31st, because I know I'd have a decent tax bill, I decided to buy a couple of things to help towards the business. So I bought a new MacBook Pro because my MacBook was totally shot, and that's what I used to at least chop up my videos to send to the editor. And then I also bought some more mic and sound equipment so I could do interviews as well as make the quality of the videos a little bit better. But drumroll, the total amount of money that I made in 2023 was $321,221.59. Now, I don't remember the exact number last year, but it was just north of $200,000. So this is an awesome increase. And I know for a fact in 2023, it'll be a lot more because I only own 2 of those properties for not the entirety of the year. Plus for the Airbnb, I'm going to hit really high of that peak season and make a lot of money with that property, especially because it has a number of 5-star reviews now and it's going to start doing a lot better. Some ways that I plan to increase my income in 2023. First, let's talk about real estate. I'm closing on a property in 3 days' time. It is 5 acres, a really awesome cabin, adding a fire pit as well as a concrete pad and putting a hot tub on it. So that should really increase the value of that stay. I plan on making it have an Instagram page so I can really market it to a large group of people, and really excited for that one to see how it goes. Plus, because it has 5 acres, I plan to add more properties to the actual acreage. So at first I want to add a tiny home and then eventually do a tree house and maybe some other properties, which I've already spoken to the county and they're okay with all of that stuff. I think probably for 2023, I will most likely just be getting to the tiny home because I want to see how the property does at first and then just do things slowly one at a time. But this is really awesome because I don't actually have to go purchase another property, pay closing costs and all that stuff. I am just going to go out, buy the tiny home, which will roughly have a $60,000 cost for the specific tiny home, and then the cost of adding septic and other utilities and hooking them up to the current system. For my job, it'll probably stay pretty much where it's at, except I'll have a full year with that income. I'll also get a raise, which I'll find out about when I get my bonus. So that really won't go up too much. At least I'll get a full year of it and it'll be closer to that actual 120 amount. But let's say I get a 5, maybe 10% raise because they're talking about raises that coincide with inflation. That'll go up like $5,000 to $10,000, which is pretty good, plus the added bonus there as well. And then the last category that I want to talk about would be social media. So in social media, I'm hoping to grow to 1 million followers across all platforms. Right now I have 15.8 thousand on Instagram, and that actually seems to be dropping quite a bit, even though I still post daily, still finding my audience, I guess. And on TikTok, I have 343,000, and then here on YouTube, I'm just over 14,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping when you add all of those together, and I'm hoping more of it's on YouTube as well as Instagram, because that audience seems to reflect with you a lot more. That will total to $1 million, which will only help with view dollars, help people get into my real estate investing program, which I'm really hoping to build, as well as create better brand opportunities and affiliate marketing partnerships because people trust and like me and like the brands and content that I am putting out. And with all of that coaching, I would like to go from 12 to 100 people. That would be awesome if I could get way more people involved. I know the people who are in it really enjoy it, so I want to help more and more people. And that's something that I'm really passionate about, so I'm hoping to grow that quite a bit. So that's how much money I made in 2022, and here's to more, and here's to you having more. And if you want to learn how to make more money, definitely hit that subscribe button. I always talk about more ways to make more money, with real estate being my biggest focus because that has been the biggest changer and driver in my life to creating financial freedom and making more and more money. And if you like that video, please like it if you haven't already done so, and you can tap the notification bell so you get notified when I make videos like this. And if you haven't or you don't already, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I will post daily or make stories so you know a little bit more about my life. So thanks again for watching, and more wealth is coming your way.